there are two different types of value in this scatter plot. The first type is the red dot. The red dot represents your prediction and estimated value. And then the other three dots, one in orange, one in blue, and one in purple, they are actual value. So first of all, what is actual value? Actual value has a couple different names. You can call them actual values, you can call them observation, or you can call them data. So what is actual value? Actual value is you do an experiment and then you obtain this data or this number from your experiment. So simply speaking, you take an action and you obtain some result. Those results, they are your actual values. They are your real observations. And then what about estimated value? Estimated value is a bunch of guess, your prediction before the experiment. So let's say you're about to do an experiment. Before you take any actions, you take out a piece of paper and then write down a bunch of numbers. Those are your estimated values, your guesses, your predictions. So before I do anything, I just make some prediction. So I predict that this will happen in a couple hours, and then you proceed to your experiment, and then you follow the instruction, do all the steps, and then you obtain some numbers. Those numbers, they are your actual value. They are the real observations you obtain from the experiment. All right, in this video, I will talk about how to calculate the absolute error and percent error. So first of all, let's work on the orange point. So the orange point, what's the coordinate? The coordinate is 1, 6, x equals to 1, y equals to 6, and I want to compare that to its corresponding red dot. So the comparison is right here from the orange dot to the red dot. So let's calculate the absolute error. So the absolute error is you use the estimated value minus the actual value. So the estimated value is the purple point, right? Which number minus which number? In this problem, we will be using the y value to do the subtraction. So the actual error, I keep saying the actual error, it should be the absolute error. So the absolute error, AE, absolute error is equals to absolute value. We use the estimation. Estimation is my what? Estimation is my red number, right? So which is 2. And then the actual value is 6. So we have 2 minus 6. That is equals to -4. So once you take the absolute value of -4, that is equals to 4. What does that mean? That means there is a 4-unit distance between the orange dot and the red dot. There is a 4-unit distance, 4-unit distance between the orange and the red. What about percent error? Percent error is you take a few more steps, you take the estimated minus actual divided by itself, and then you multiply by 100, right? So, and then the PE, you take 2 minus 6 divided by 4. So 2 minus 6, oh, not divided by 4, that should be divided by 6 because you have to divide it by the actual value. 2 minus 6 divided by 6, so 2 minus 6 is equals to 4 on your calculator. If you take 4 divided by 6, you get 0 point a bunch of 6, right? And then when you multiply by 100, you multiply 100%. So you are taking a 0.66, a bunch of 6, right? You take that, multiply 100%, and then that is around 66.6 or 66.7%, right? Around 66.7%. So that is for the orange dot. And then what about the blue dot? The blue dot, the actual value and the estimated value, they are the same. So the absolute error is equals to estimated, which is 4, minus the actual, that is also 4. Or we don't need to perform any division, then I will just write it like that. 4 minus 4 is equals to 0. The absolute value of 0 is equals to 0. So there is no distance between those two dots. And then the PE, percent error, that is equals to 4 minus 4 divided by itself. So that is already equal to 0. 0 multiplied by 100% is equals to 0. So there is no error, no distance between the blue dot and the red dot. And then we have a purple dot. So that will be AE, right? Absolute error that is equals to estimated. Estimated is 8, and then minus the actual. The actual is 2. That is, the 2 is right here, the y coordinate. That is equal to 6. What is the 6 mean? The 6 means there is a 6 unit distance between the red dot and the purple dots. Where is the 6 units? This is the 6 units. So there is a 6 unit distance between those two dots. And then you calculate the percent error. So AE, that is equals to A minus 2 divided by 2. And then you multiply 100%. So 8 minus 2 is equals to 6. 6 divided by 2 is equals to 3. When you take 3 times 100%, you get 300%. Alright, so that is the end of this video. If you think my instruction is helpful, let me know in the comment below. Like the video, share the video for me, subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. Signing out for now. See you all in the next one.